Hi, I'm Callie and I'm part of Soulcraft Sisters, and this is a card reading for the full moon we had yesterday. So actually it's a card reading where I want to allow for any advice or insights to come through to us to help us fare the next 2 weeks up until the new moon. So how can we best take advantage of the energies that surround us as a collective and individually? So the first thing I'll do is I pull the card from my Messenger Oracle cards by Sandra Kunz. Okay, I can't find the guidebook. Anyway, here it is. And the card that wanted to come through to us as a collective was this one. This beautiful card with the dragonfly, and it says the illusionist. So the message here is this is a great time to question this idea of things being separate. So basically we're all one, we're all connected, everything is perfect, nothing needs fixing. It might seem as such at times, but ultimately we are all connected and we are all one, which means it makes sense to not just take care of ourselves, but the people we meet, any living thing really, which is everything. So instead of spending so much time maybe on trying to fix things and make things perfect, what if we just told ourselves, well, let's say everything is perfect. Let's say everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. What can we now do with all that energy that we have left? We used to worry so much. How can we direct it in ways that makes it more peaceful to be here on Earth? And how can we see each other probably in the light of the idea that we are all one, nothing is separate. Yeah, so that was the message for the collective. Now what I want you to do is to have a look at the screen and see which one of the 4 elements is calling your name this time around. And once you've done that, I will show you which cards I've pulled for each of the elements. If you chose the element Earth, then the message that's coming through to you is for the next 2 weeks, it might be a good idea to align yourself with some of the qualities associated with the King of Spheres, it's called here. I think of integrity here, of patience, endurance, someone who's capable and able of connecting to his physical senses. I'm saying his, but it could be hers. These are just the qualities associated with this king. So somebody who's able to enjoy life and create things here in the physical world, take ideas that flow through him and give them a form. He's very good at this, and so there's an element of concentration here as well, taking responsibility for yourself and for your ideas, because they're knocking on your door. They're wanting you to give them a form, to birth them into this world. And the King of Pentacles does that and generally knows how to enjoy life, and as I mentioned, his senses in a healthy way. Yeah, so that is going to be the key for this. Now this is the turning point here in the Ananda Tarot, and it's usually called Judgment. And here we see hands reaching for the sun, the light, right? And it's like you're ready to go to the light. You've seen the light. It's like you're ready to leave behind an old idea of what was like an old, almost like an old reality that might have had roots on how you were raised, etc. Things maybe all the way back to childhood. You're ready to question all of that. And sort of up the ante a little bit. You've done some great work here, and now it's like you're ready for the next step, right? So this is going to allow, if you pull in some of these qualities, allow for more an increased sort of flow of love and light as well into your life. It's a great time to, or gives passage, I guess, for forgiveness. If there's anything you need to forgive, maybe yourself or people in your life or whatever, and sort of spending less time on protecting yourself and more on seeing everything through the light that you want to experience the world in, something like that. So it's a major card, actually, major transformation card, that will be available to you if you start to take in some of these qualities here. Okay, so let's look at fire. So for you fire elements, you get the Queen of Flames here, and the Queen of Flames is this enthusiastic, creative person, might be temperamental, might be a bit, or be experienced as a bit domineering, but there's an intense will to and need to express yourself. You know, she's the one who's going to say, let's all go skinny dipping, let's howl at the moon. She will encourage that, and she will do it. You know, she's a bit more adventurous like that, you could say, and a deep-seated need to just express what it is that she is passionate about. So this is coming up as a good advice for you. Yeah, she does all the, I said she could be domineering, but she does it with a warmth and caring for others as well. But she might put her own needs first, but not to hurt anybody as such. Anyway, these are qualities that you're encouraged to connect to and invite into your life if you're not already. And the key here is, or that will bring you to the card here says the moon, right? The full moon here. Now this is a card that symbolizes our unconscious, our deep emotions. This is probably gonna unlock some hidden talents you might have, maybe also some hidden fears or hidden dreams, something that's been hidden for a while. And by drawing in some of these qualities, you're gonna create a passage for some of this to come to the surface for you to look at and release if you need to, or integrate into your life. So you might also experience increase of psychic powers, because the moon is also related to that, and the whole collective unconscious as well. You know, the world of symbols, of archetypes might be available to you in the coming weeks. So this is what's coming up for you. So let's look at the element water. So did you pick that element? You get the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is, I call this the law of attraction card, because you see, it's like here you've realized that what I send out, the emotions that are connected to my dreams, what creates the vibration for me to attract it. So this is very much a card of being open, of expressing yourself freely, of believing that you can manifest what it is that you want. It's very sort of connected to the joy of being alive, really, and seeing. I see this as this is a mandala, but also an eye. So to see everything through the eye of this wondrous through wonder, maybe slightly childlike innocence as well, and a sort of a naturalness about, of course, it's going to be like that. It's going to, or something like that, because I'm sending out the emotions, I'm feeling it. And that's the first step of creating the life that we want. So this is what you're encouraged to do, and yeah, connect yourself to. And that will open up as a key to the Chariot. And the Chariot is a very interesting card as well. Well, they all are. This card is talking about understanding that you have free will. It's taking control of your life, understanding that you are the commander, you are the playwright of this life of yours, and you are sort of create balance between the dualistic forces that we are faced with here on Earth, right? And that's represented by the two horses. And this is creating balance and experiencing experiencing what it's like to take control, right? And create balance of everything we see in the outer world as well as inside of us. And let just your freedom and passion and your need for independence, let that be your driving force and see what happens. The great advancements are around the corner with this card here. And it's also a reminder to meet success and failure with the same sort of power and calmness, because it's not so much about that, it's about how you navigate in life and the lessons that you learn. Okay, so that was that. And the last, air. So for air you get swords, the 9 of Swords, and it's telling me that you might be processing and transforming some traumatic or more heavy thoughts or experiences in your life that's created sort of a some what I call heavy energy, and the idea here is, or the suggestion here is to sort of take each worry that you might have, give it a form, maybe write it down and assign the emotions that go with each of these thoughts, each of these worries, right? Look at them, become the observer, and see if you can release them and create some mental space, because this is what's going to be the key for this. And here we have balance. Balance. So balance here is all about moderation. We have a white dove here, which is sort of represents higher consciousness. And by sort of clearing away and understanding that you are able to do that, absolutely, you are able to create more balance. Balance in your body, your mind, your spirit. You're able to allow for higher inspiration to flow to you, because the channel is clear, so to speak. It's not clogged up. And yeah, so really creating this clear channel, clear thoughts, which is gonna create a different type of balance in your life. And also mental strength, I feel. There's also something about being able to connect more easily with the angelic realm and maybe the nature spirits as well. So that's what's coming up for you. So that was it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.